Hey folks, this is Dustin with Starship Commando Ryan Spur, back again with another development blog. Last time I went over like heat systems and subsystem management, keeping yourself from blowing up in the middle of a heated combat engagement, right? That was a lot of fun, but it was all from the exterior. One of the things that we've been building with this game is being able to direct everything from the captain's chair. That's a huge part of the game that we're going to show off today, because I feel like it's in a good place to demonstrate. The two systems, the interior and exterior view, they've been getting developed side by side since code line number 1. So everything you can do from the exterior, you're able to do from the interior. It's just a little bit different workflow to give those orders to your officers for them to carry out for you. That's like the whole point of the game, and what we really set out to do when we started was, how can we give the players the ability to sit down in that chair and command the ship during a battle? From the exterior view, you can look around and see everything that's happening around you, but if you're sitting in the chair, you've got to rely on instinct and memory, situational awareness, and listening to the officers as they talk to you. All those things are going to get fleshed out as we move along, but today we're going to demonstrate some of the combat features that are available now. Just as a disclaimer, I'm sure this is obvious, but for the lawyers, this is all very early development still. Well, this is an internal alpha, so if you're looking forward to testing or something like that, it's not quite there yet. Don't worry, we're getting there, and I know that there's definitely folks excited to give this game a shot, and I'm excited to give it to you, but we want to give it to you in a state where it makes sense, and where the feedback that you'll give back is actually useful from a public testing perspective. Don't worry, we'll get there. It's coming soon, TM. We're a team of like 4 people, so we're doing our best here as we move forward. You're going to see lots of changes. Like every day, things get changed visually, or mechanical knobs get turned for little numbers. Core gameplay vision really isn't going to change that much. Sit down in the chair and command a battle, or fly the ship from the outside and blow things up, like that is not going to change. But the details, the inner workings and whatnot, they change every day. So what you see here is, I would say, representative of the final product, but it should not be taken as like gospel. Without further ado, from the exterior view, all you have to do is press space, and you will be switched to the interior mode. Now from here, as you can see, we've got the exact same view that we had from the outside. This window is one of my favorite things because it really gives you that feeling of scale too. This is a big ship, although certainly not the largest we have in the game. We will show those off, don't worry. So yeah, this is the bridge. You can see we've got all our officers in their seats doing their jobs. And as we move around here, I want to point out that our 3D artist Nix has done a tremendous job. Attention to detail, quality of this work, it's just phenomenal. Yeah, every time I get a new model from this guy, I'm just blown away. I guess we can start over here. This is one of my favorite rooms. There's nothing really in here, it's just a machine room, but it does give another window where you can get another perspective on the exterior view. And again, just the attention to detail in here is phenomenal. And then we'll move on to our conference room here on the left. This is where we're going to move the story forward and provide mission briefings. You're going to come in here with your team and sit down and discuss previous mission, the next mission, strategic steps, all kinds of other stuff. I can't even really get into everything we're going to be doing with this room. We'll go right across the hall to the captain's day cabin. Just a immersive piece of the world here where, this is where the captain goes to take a break or take a private call. This will be another place where we can move the story forward and work in elements where you can take a call from your desk, stuff like that. And then what I'm most excited for really is being able to take this elevator down to other decks of the ship. Now, hold on, it's not there yet. Again, Nix, he's amazing, but remember, he's one guy, so we gotta work with the human limitation of only being able to do so much work in a day. But the rest of the ship is slated to be created, so we can flesh out even more of the ship for you to explore when we get there. I'm really excited for that. It'll be a lot of fun putting the ship together, filling it up with all your personnel and crew that make the day-to-day operations happen. That's the sort of out-of-combat experience of being on Deck 1. I will set us up with a combat scenario, and we're going to get through a whole combat scenario from just the bridge. So here we are. I've put one of our pirate freighters here on the other team, and as we get closer, we'll come in on the scope and we can pull it up on the view screen. So give us some engine power to get us closer to the action. Like I said, all the same features are available in the interior view. So right now we're looking at our engineer, and you can click on any of these officers with your right mouse button and pull up the associated command menu. So the tactical officer has got all these weapons commands and also some combat maneuvers. Right, so we can select our now in range target. It will come up on the view screen like this to help you focus in on a particular target, and then I can tell the tactical officer, hey, I want to stay at optimal range, and then she's going to put the ship into a combat orbit. And then we can select like a subsystem over here, say the reactor. Okay, and then I'll hit manual beams, and I can fire on that subsystem straight from the view screen. Boom. Right now the reactor is obstructed right now due to how the ship is oriented towards us. So until we can get a better angle on it, we'll have to wait. Here we go, let's try now. Perfect, see, so now we're starting to do some damage to that reactor, and if we can get the reactor down, then of course it can't put as much power as it would like into its various systems. Another thing we can do here is say, you know, turn the missiles off, turn the beams off, fire a single volley. It'll shoot our cannons. It was a miss, but you get the point. Or I can arm all the weapons and tell the tactical officer, destroy this target. And she'll handle weapons fire for me, leaving my hands free to do other things with the ship, such as monitor my power and heat settings. So we'll pull the weapons power way up. We're in a good range now, so I'll turn the engine power down. We're not really taking much damage from this little pirate ship for the moment. So you can see that the tactical officer holds our subsystem target and prioritizes that. So now that we've done some damage to the reactor, we can switch over, maybe hit that shield generator so it doesn't recharge shields quite as fast. And we've added some shortcuts to the bridge UI, like these up here under the engineer, where you can quickly adjust power settings to maximize whatever you're trying to do, or send them back to a normal setting. We'll readjust that there. Perfect, yeah, this pirate freighter's not going to put up much of a fight. We've already disabled most of its systems. It's probably melting down over there by now. Perfect, yeah, we're going to win here in a second. So you can see, you know, kind of what we're talking about with being able to control this whole fight from the bridge. Again, this is, you know, early gameplay. It's still an alpha, an internal build, like I said in the intro. But this is representative of what we're going for, right? And we want to expand on this even more to provide even more options during combat for you to really explore like what it's like to command the ship during a complex battle scene. So as we move forward, I want to make more of these blogs where I show some more complex scenarios with more than one enemy. Some of that still needs to be ironed out, but you can see like we have all these systems built already, and they just need to be expanded on and refined for additional gameplay. I hope this gives you guys an idea of what we're trying to do here, and we'd love to hear some feedback. We'd love to hear you guys join the Discord, you know, subscribe to the channel, like the video, because that's really going to help us get some algorithm action so we can actually get this message out to people, because I think that a lot of folks are really looking for a game like this. There really hasn't been a true hard sci-fi simulation like this, I'm not sure, ever really, other than maybe Bridge Commander, a couple other games, but we'd love to see this style of game come back, and that's why we're making it. If this is something you're interested in, definitely reach out to us, because we're a small team, and we have every desire to bring a product that we can be proud of and that people want to play. That's all I got for now. Thanks for watching. Again, like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube, you know, algorithm stuff. It'll help us out a lot. Thanks a lot.